1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to be right back. Be right back. Boop.
Hey, can you hear me? Hello? Um, so good morning. I don't know who you are, but it's already been done, sir. Ma'am, sir, whoever. Um, Holy cow. So I was just going through, um, just, um, doing some stuff. Hi. So, okay, all right, listen. Um, did I started doing some research into Aperture because, hang on a second. Um, we're going to do a little, good morning. Good morning. Hi. I know this is just sort of last minute because I'm taking a break from studying. So it's going to be real high and tight. Um, Good morning. Hi. Um, by the way, if anybody has seen All Eyes, I swear to God, good morning. Um, trying to get in touch with her to schedule some time. Another thing I want to mention is that I've made contact with Hella from Excited Utterance to talk to her. I want to do some interviewing with her upcoming about the crazy case in Wisconsin, Zachariah Anderson, because I don't know anything about it. Um, but today I was going through, uh, hi, good morning. we're going to do a little walk and talk. I was going through, hi, Kat. I was going through between sort of studying and stuff. Hey, Kat, you want to see the cat? Hi. Hi, dudes. Ouch. I know. Let's see. Hang on a second. Woo. There she is. Whoop. Off she goes. Anyway, so I was I was starting to look through. Ah, hey, on my way to work, Toots. There she is. Okay, so here's the deal. I got to study, but I started going through all of the ARCA, not ARCA, sorry, the Aperture stuff, because this sort of area of forensics, right? Unless it's a hard science, like there are digital forensics, there are obviously the crash daddies. There's all of these things that are fundamentally sciences, but then there's credential mills, and I started going through picking apart the company organization that Aperture is a part of. And again, this is not to drag Mr. Burgess, right? Whatever. But Aperture is part of a larger group of companies. And this is, in and of itself, it's not a big deal. Companies acquire other companies. And so none of that's weird. But Aperture seems to have been acquired by, let me share my screen. Well, there's the first thing. So there's a few things here. When you get up on the stand and give your credentials, right? So like when you're giving your laundry list of associations that you belong to, that adds credibility. Normally, that's how this stuff works. You get accreditation through taking, continuing legal education, contact hours. Nurses have to do it, teachers, whatever, continuing education. And so those things aren't weird at all. What is weird are when organizations, let me add this, like this, it's called ACTAR. And I was just poking around on it today because it seems that this organization, and do you know what I mean by credential mills? Oh, is it really Friday? Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm like, I'm supposed to be reading and studying things, but I just got derailed, and I'm giving myself permission to just get derailed for a hot second. So I have a few problems with places like this. So, first of all, they're exploitative, in my opinion, because this one in particular, and there's one, there's credential mills all over the place. PTL, Post-Punk Mama, how you doing? FAFO, yeah, I'm gonna try to not get derailed. It's an especially autistic morning, but that's okay. So credential mills differ from credentialed organizations that award credentials. It's like degree mills, right? So I was going through what this place is called ACTAR. Now, let's say a few things about ACTAR. First, get a better web designer. Do not, my advice, Do not trust any place that cannot skew its photographs appropriately. I know it. But if you go to actar.org, and that's another thing, there's like a nonprofit angle here to some of these places. And they essentially exist to just take money, have big bashes that they call, training seminars. But the thing about ACTAR is that it seems to be where all of Aperture's credentialed engineers get their accreditation from. And the reason that this is interesting is because of how this place seemed to get started. And I mean, again, this is nothing new. So this is a place that was founded by law enforcement agencies that, let's see, ongoing. So the governing board, if we look at, and I do have a point to this, I'm going somewhere. But if you see like the participating organizations on number one, again, look at this. Look at the way this website looks. Does this look up to date? And a lot of look. Ah, hey yo, good to see you. I can't stay. Don't worry about it, man, because listen, this is going to be weird. But I did a Cecil, right? So essentially, that's what I'm talking about. But this is there's a weird web here that Aperture is a part of, and it's giving the same kind of vibes as the ballistics expert in the Richard Allen case. It's not a science, really, right? The way that it was applied and done in that situation. This is essentially like this ACTAR thing seems to be a gathering of Cecil searching and of people who started various disparate accident reconstructionist sort of businesses across like California, Washington. A lot of people in Las Vegas seem to be a part of this. And brought it all together. So I was like, you know what? Why don't I try to become credentialed? So, because why not? Right? So I went and I created let me go to my dashboard. So I have started, and this was really hard for me to do because there is a certain element of deception here and I hate it. Yes. Aw, DB, how are you there, buddy? So yeah, 16 hours here, right? Yep. And again, that's not to take away. So well, okay, I can't. So anyway, I'm going to get credentialed. Not right, man. Let me tell you something. I spent some time on this is the how the sausage gets made mini workshop from the brain of Andy Kopsa. And so when I take breaks from studying, I do research online. Yeah, right. I could perform baptisms, but so I'd started. Get over here, cat. I had started poking around on the to see if I could get credentialed because why not? Why not? Let me continue my application. Oh, the pigeons, Toodles, better get your ass over here. Just slacking on the job. So let's see what I did. Let me see. I will show you what I went through and did. I went through and I uploaded some of my credentials. Now, some of these are actual things, sort of. This is like something I did through the UN, but I wanted things that I had done that kind of look legit adjacent, right? Then there's this where I did like this thing in the model frameworks of the EU directives, right? So I got some of these sort of credential-esque things that I have done, and then I made up a couple. Hang on, this is my International Labor Organization continuing legal education, right? That has nothing to do with accident reconstruction, but then again, neither does Aperture really. So I figured, why not? Um, let's see. What else did I put in here? And then I just made shit up. So then I just started doing like, I'm just going to lay some check on them and just see what they do with it. Um, so I just made this up and put that in there. And then what else did I do? Let's see, what's this? Reconstruction. Okay. And then, oh God. And seriously, this is for educational purposes only. So I don't feel that bad, but I still got this icky feeling when I was like making things up. Now, I have earned things over the years, but it has nothing to do with accident reconstruction. So my interest is to see how interested they are in actually weeding out weird people like me that will just straight up throw like a bunch of Czech language bullshit. Um, that this is my lekci jedna PDF from Univerzity Karlova. You know, Český lekci jeden. It's Czech lesson 1. I mean, let's just see, right? Why not? Give it a shot. But this one, I went on and actually signed up for an online edX course. And listen, there's actually some edX. I don't know if you're familiar. It's actually a very interesting concept in global learning and making learning accessible, which I'm all for. But I went and signed up for something called the Cornell X Engineering building simulations, and it's computational simulations. And you see here I put in progress, right? Actually in progress, that's not where that goes. I put where's my projected? Okay, so it allowed me to put a projected date, right? I don't know if there's an equivalent course title, but what I did was I went online, I signed up for it. Let me see if I can find it. Ed. Let me sign in. Where's my program? Hands on, here we go. This has nothing to do with anything, but let me resume my course. And the thing is that like, this is legit, right? So this is an actual thing that people can do to earn a credential if they want. Now, I'm not. But what I did do, and this is where the line comes in that makes me feel uncomfortable, is that I took a screenshot of this verified document. Oh my God, y'all. And I uploaded this, and this is not real. And so I feel kind of bad, but should I? Because it's education. This is for educational purposes. Oh, it's $175. But listen, I'm going to put it on my American Express because you can cancel and get your money back, even if they say you can't, right? I am currently pursuing. I'm currently pursuing, as far as they know, to get my verified certificate through Cornell X. Now, and again, this isn't like if somebody actually did this, I mean, this is like, I went through just because I felt like to make myself feel better, to actually go through and read some of this stuff to make it feel like I'm actually not lying. Like, oh, I've actually clicked through this. So oh God, it says 0. Big ideas. Let's see, my course. Anyway, you get it. It's hard to lie. It makes me feel gross. But again, for research, I haven't taken any accident. And okay, so then you get to the traditional education. Who in the hell has their high school graduation, their diploma, right? I don't. Hey, wait a minute, it didn't save. Andy Copsa. Let's see if it lets me save it this time. I'm not giving you my phone number. New York, NY, Andy at Andy. Whoops, everybody knows this, so I don't care. .com. Let's say 2006. I mean, I don't care. 2025 dash. Hey, owner, CEO. Why not? Okay. Damn it. See? Okay. This is as far as I've gotten, and it makes me sad because I really, really want to get a little further. But anyway, so that's me trying to pursue this credential. But I mean, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to see I've restarted, you know, maybe I should try to contact them. What are their resources? Crash report overlays. Hold the phone. Oh, let's see if there's a map. Ooh. Oh, y'all. What is this? Hmm. Okay. Ooh. Citation was issued. Does anybody know what the hell this is? DB, what is this? What is this? Huh. This is very interesting to me. Okay. So, ooh. Why in the hell would this be on there? Anybody? Does anybody know why this would be? Am I alone? I'm alone. Hello? Hmm. Interesting. I don't know why. Why would you be able to access a Commonwealth of Massachusetts motor vehicle crash police report online through an accreditation website? Does anybody know? That's real weird. Yeah, but I mean, why do they have that, DB? I get it. But it feels wrongish to be able to access these, right? It's kind of like that shit kicking hillbilly driving down the road that uh you know has a fake cop light that you can put in your dash. That's what having this online feels like. Because let's go to Iowa, which of course, oh, a civilian report. What is that? is my home state. This is from 2001. Y'all, what? Okay. Okay. Well, we're all learning together. We're all learning together. So they're just basically pulling shit. Okay. Stand by. IDOT. All right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What? Okay. This is like, isn't this like insurance shit? IODOT. Okay. County. Grundy. Let's see. What the fuck? Yeah, insurance company. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So it looks like they just kind of, I mean, maybe that's benefit of the doubt, right? Sure. But it's just weird. I don't know. Hyperlinks to crash reports. Uh, uh, in order to eliminate the fraudulent use of crash reports, overlay code sheets can be printed in cases where states have revised their reporting form, both old and new. You know what? Let's just try something here, though, because if you really want to prevent fraudulent use, I mean, I should be able to. If you have a certain, if you have a certain subscription to Adobe Acrobat, you can populate any field, right? Isn't that something that's actually true? I don't know. Anyway, it just seemed real weird to me. Just seemed weird. Seemed a little weird. Maybe it's a learning tool. I don't know. I'm just not sure. It doesn't feel right. Um, what? Uh, Interesting. I'm gonna have to talk to my nephew. He's actually a first responder in Iowa. Anyway, so I'm trying to get my accreditation, AJK, there's me, my dashboard. Let's see what else we got. I'm not yet accredited. But it's in my can I say that my accreditation is in process? Ooh. And go on. You can't leave me hanging like that. DB says, if you want a fun one, an inmate in prison felt like the state used junk science to convict him. So he decided to see if he could get a certificate by the American College of Forensic Examiners Institute. Wow. Okay. Um, oh my God. That's funny. Okay. I have one of those. I have a Dr. Katz. I love it. Okay, anyway, so I guess I could put on my LinkedIn. Speaking of LinkedIn, um, did you did you guys see this? The Aperture 1 week ago? Did you see this? Am I just like I've been in um I've been in a study hole. Did you all see that Aperture was at the Massachusetts Bar Association dinner in Boston? Am I the only one seeing this? Is this something that people have known about for days and I just came out of hiding to see this? But man, um, It's weird, right? Oh God. Now, listen. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. So I want to look at that. Oh, it's all over Twitter. See, God damn it. Ah, all right, never mind. I was just like, what? Um, yeah. So holy crap. Um, it's all over Twitter. See, I'm so late. I'm so late to the game. Damn it. Um, oh well. I just thought it was a coinkydink, right? Uh, but also it's funny, because I think, let's see here. Whoa. Sorry. I thought it said the comments had been turned off because of course they were. Yeah, comments have been turned off. That's a shame. Anyway, oh, you guys, what? Are you wait, holy shit, that's the day that, okay, listen, I am slow on the uptake. What is all over Twitter is apparently that Aperture attended or sponsored or something. Oh yeah. um wow. Wow. Um so this is all over Twitter. I see. Well, I'm gonna have to get in touch with the bar association because uh it just feels like, who is this guy? Let's see. Right, right. Go on. Billy Cox group. Sure, sure, sure. Um yeah, see, here we go. Ah, these kinds of websites make me nervous because what is this kind? Um, uh, sure, Andy at andycopsa.com. I don't trust these kinds of websites because they look like there's something that somebody did on a MySpace page or even before that. Like I hear the dulcet tones of dial-up, the bing bong. Uh, when I see websites like this, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that is unsettling to me. That oh yeah, I'm just going through. Hey woman, has anybody seen? Have you seen All Eyes? Has anybody seen All Eyes? I cannot get a bead on this person. I'm trying to get in touch with her because I got some questions. But anyway, qualifications. Let's see what this guy has. Ooh, hang on. Cancel. He's got a headband on. ACTAR, right? So here. So again, all of these people are part of the same thing. And I think that you've not seen all. Yeah, I got to send her an email because I want to talk to her about some stuff with Delphi. Just some ideas I had for next week after my last exam because I'm supposed to be studying right now. Oh, it's only 11:30. So yeah, all of these folks are part of the same system. So what I was talking about, woman, is that I am currently pursuing my accreditation through ACTAR. And I don't know. I don't belong to any of these, do I? Maybe I'm a New York star. Save and exit. Okay. And then, oh, okay. Something looks different. Maybe I can hang on. So just to catch up, woman, because she's here. Oh, yeah. Hey, girl. All right. I've got an idea that I want to run by you, and it's about you and I doing a live about me going through and reading the motion to correct error plus motion to strike and the state's response prior to the appeal being filed, and talking through it and seeing if we can put our heads together and make some connections. So you let me know. You let me know. Because I think that that would be cool. Anybody? We're doing like a real-time sort of, who would be interested in that? Anybody? Anybody? Going through, reading some of the last filings of the defense team in the Richard Allen trial. That'd be a plan. All right, girl. You let me know. We'll talk, because I want to do that very much. And it's going to be one of those where we'll talk about it. Okay. All right. Woo. All right. And so the other thing is, I was saying, is that I'm talking to Hella hopefully next week. I have some questions for her about some things. Okay, but back to this. So just to catch woman up, because she's late. Listen. Anyway, I'm always late. So, but I'm trying to get ACTAR certification, because ACTAR seems to be a wholly owned subsidiary of Aperture and its attendant companies. And so I am now if I were to put on my LinkedIn that I am ACTAR certified, I could say that my application is in process, because technically it is. So I've uploaded various things. So like various things that I've acquired over the years, little continuing education things from like the Staff College of the United Nations. We're doing some training center bullshit. Basically I'm uploading participation ribbons plus a random check document. Ste American, ne? Ne sem American, sem Niemiec. No, not Niemiec, sem Czechski, ne. So anyway, I'm uploading all of this stuff. Thank you. Yay, participatory. So I'm uploading all this stuff, threw in a crazy check document just to throw them off, put up my high school, right? Because I don't have my high school diploma, because I graduated like 500 years ago. What? I mean, it disintegrated. It was written on papyrus, for Christ's sake. So my employment is me, Andy Kapsa. That is my name. I'm not giving you my phone number. New York. It's up to you. AndyKapsa.com. I did this before. I don't know why it's not saving it. 2006, 2020. All right. Position owner, CEO, save. God damn it. See, it did it again. All right. All I want to do is give these people $175. That's it. That's all I want to do. Speaking checks sounds a lot like having a stroke. But that's why I put it up there, because I'm like, let's see if they catch on. Je dobré, class otázky, aby se otázky od odpověď v západě bude následovat konecky, například německy, no, ne, jste Američan, jo, ano, jsem Američan, KDO, exit 1, 2, můj pokoj a dialogy, broša Merkev, it's a carrot. Anyway, so I put that on there too, just to see if they were paying attention, because why not? Uh, uh, did it just sound like a bunch of garbage? Yeah, I know. Anyway, so I just want to give these folks my money, and they will not take it. But c'est la vie. Let me try to reload. Yes, I'll send it again. Damn it. Okay. Next. Holy shit. Okay, wait a minute. It let me go on. All right, guys. Who wants to be? Okay. All right. Published in, God, what should I send? Because I have so many. Should I just put some of my, ah, wait, happened to be in a nursing home. A resident burst out her check. I didn't know she knew it. Yeah. So I don't know if it's been a long time or if this person in the nursing home has gone on to her great reward. But if you happen to see her again, say, Dobrý den, jak se máš? Abi. Dobrý den, dobrý. It's good. Den, day. Ahoy. It's happening. Yeah, so yeah, dobrý den, jak se máš? How are you? Hezký weekend. You can tell her to have a hezký weekend, have a good weekend. Oh, oh, nashledanou, nashledanou, jo, ano, ano. Put in low level stuff. I'm not worried. But thank you because I don't, yeah. Let's see. Shit. Okay, but who wants to be my reference? Damn it. Let's see what else we got. Instructions, professional affiliations. Have I testified in court? Does my divorce count? Does divorce count? Does divorce count? Asking for a friend. Does divorce count? Anybody? Shit. How about provide the court location? Qualified as an expert witness. I haven't. It wasn't an accident. It was a train wreck. I mean, my divorce was a train wreck. Was it an accident? Sort of. No, the divorce wasn't. The marriage was. Oh, Court of Toot Toots. Where are you? Toot Toot. Get over here. 4 years ago and 7 years ago, my Toodle Toots came across the ocean blue. I don't know. So it was a train wreck. All right. So I'm gonna have to think. Yes, 100%. 100%. I don't know, but this doesn't case name. The train wreck COPSA. That's my maiden name. I'm not going to put my former married name. Case caption. Okay, I'm not going to. Okay, we'll move on. Let's see what they say next. Additional information. Comments. What's up, Toots? You all right? You monitoring the door? Okay. Damn it. All right. This is going to take more time than I got. But you see what I'm doing, right? See, the Court of Toot Toots is not it's its own sovereign. So there's a lot of issues there, and she operates under maritime law. So I don't know. Yeah, she's big into maritime law. Her favorite case is the case of the Lotus. If you look it up, it's the founding principles of the Court of Toot Toot. We don't have to wear wigs anymore, though. Um, absolutely. Oh my God. Please tell me you're not kidding, because maritime law is one of my faves. Son of a bitch. Talk about maritime law. Okay, so this is going to take much longer than I thought, but you can see what I'm getting up to, right? I'm getting up to seeing if I cannot. Oh, there's also an examination, you guys. Holy shit. Oh, computers are not where. Okay, where can I do this though? Okay, but where can I go? Oh, should we call them? Banker boxes. Hang on a second. Wait a minute. Okay, y'all. Oh God, this is when I could do this all day. Hang on a second. Here's a list of things that cannot be kept in candidate's work area. Can't have an examination booklet. Okay, I get it. Okay. This is because okay, so this is for their examination. So it must be tire evidence, change in velocity, true false. Okay. Airborne equations are based on Newtonian physics. You know, I wish I knew something about physics. Um, chips, chops. I know how. Okay, I love I love chips. I do enjoy a good pork chop if seared appropriately. I do know how to groove. Um, I will scratches and gouges your eyeballs out. Does that work? What does top chat mean? I don't know what that means. Um, so I actually have just defined for you chips, potato, or French fries, if you're in the UK, or poutine, chops, pork chops. Yes, I can groove. One of my first album was Bee Gees' Greatest Hits. Do not hate, congratulate. And I scratches and I gouges your eyes out if you come for me. So, with that same sad look upon your face, I've spent so many nights thinking how you done me wrong. Okay, so we've gone far afield. I've got 15 minutes before I really do need to go back and study organizations. Okay, so there's no wrapping this up because it's so fucking crazy. But there are, uh, yep. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So what we've learned is that Andy is now um, in the process of getting her accreditation through the um, Accreditation Commission for Traffic and Accident Reconstruction, or ACTAR. Sue's in the board. Should we? Here we go. Now, see, again, I'm going to draw your attention. Is it just me? Uh, oh, God. What is SATAI? So far behind. Jeff from Legal Vices. Kind of maritime law. The Downeaster Alexa. Okay. So I don't trust any website. Oh, wait. Okay. Hang on a second. One moment. Oh, y'all. Again, is it just me, or do people feel the same way about websites that cannot get the aspect ratio correct? You mean I'm supposed to trust you to calculate force, um, trajectory, speed, drag, if you can't get your aspect ratio correct on your website? I mean, this is maybe I'm just I don't know. It's a thing. Ooh. But y'all, this is also wow. Pale, male, and stale, right? Pale, male, stale. Oh, hi. Ah, sure, 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 sure. Yep, that makes sense. Um, Pale, male, and stale comes from the first. Okay, this counts as studying. So, pale, male, and stale was coined by my favorite UK Supreme Court Justice, the first woman who was the president of the Supreme Court in UK, Baroness Hale, referred to the UK's Supreme Court diversity as pale, male, and stale, and she ain't wrong. She also authored an amazing dissent in a rape case that said uh, that men should be able to control their penises and where they put them. Anyway, so that was my study moment for you. But pale, male, and stale is the point. Let's see who we got here. Are these? Oh, somebody from Australia. Oh God, Hella. We need Hella on board. Um, this is going to be an all hands on deck situation. Sore. Okay. Let's see if there is anybody from. Oh, who's this guy? Uh, Ontario. Do we have any Canadians? Of course not. But the point is same, right? It's like, yikes. Exactly. Tasmanian, I think. Tasmanian devil. Um, let's see who we got here. Do we have anybody who is from Michigan? Or sorry, Massachusetts. Here we go. Who the hell is Tom Jensen? Let's send him an email. What? Damn it. Dear Tom, cancel. MASP. Huh. Hmm. Wow, that is a lot. That is a huge, that's a big sausage party, y'all. Contact us. No. Okay. International organization based out of North Platte, Nebraska, out of a P.O. box. Huh. Hmm. Crash hub. Ooh. Ah. Okay, let's see who's on their list. We've got colleges, Collision Safety Institute. Okay. All right. Um, hmm. Where is University of Alabama at Birmingham? Northwestern. Are you serious? Huh. Ooh. Now see, this is Northwestern. Huh. Ooh. Online traffic and crash infection. I'm gonna take one of these. Oh, crash courses. Get it? ACTAR. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Okay, hang on. Oh, these people. Mm, okay, so that's what they do. I see. Uh-huh. All right. Sorry. I'm Aurora, Illinois Police Department. Okay, so they're just a pass through. But if you think about it, think about how much they have in government um, contracts, right? If they are providing accreditation, I'm gonna have to make some phone calls. I'm gonna have to make some phone calls because I can't. Michigan State University, SAE International. All right, whatever, man. I don't know what to tell you here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, again, so some of these things are important. There's nothing wrong with having accreditations. There is something wrong with running an accreditation mill and providing terrible, terrible non-experts in the case of a dead Boston police officer and the trial for a woman's life. Oh, yay, Canada. On behalf of the United States, I'd just like to apologize um, for everything, uh, even though I'm leaning further into my Czech citizenship. So there's a couple other things I wanted to show you before I leave because I found a couple of interesting connections I have not had the time to look into. First of all, I just want to reiterate that I was absolutely right. That prior to Shannon's testimony, I stated very clearly, as a woman who has been around all the blocks, I have expertise which is invaluable here. It's his facial hair. Mr. Burgess has the goatee toilet seat, you know what I'm talking about, of a man who would 100% fabricate credentials and switch up comma usage. I'm not even kidding. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Are they? I have not. Listen, the only Czech guys I know. Hi, get over here. Toodle squirt. Wee. Donna. Oh, there's my cat. Yay. Ah ha ha. Are you hungry? Wink. Ha. Oh. Ah. All right. Okay. We got to wrap this up. I know she's adorable. Anyway, but I was right. And nobody listened to me about the facial hair thing. But I found just some stuff that I want to look into, but I cannot because I really do need to continue to study. I'm so close to being done with this bullshit semester thing. But oh, hang on. Again, I'm getting derailed. But look at this. Ah, look at stick with mama. That's me and Toot Toot. All right, Jesus Christ. Okay. Um, where is it? I did a screen grab. lots of stuff on here. Here we go. Okay. It was the you remember when, is it Jessica Hyde testified? Now again, this is nothing to do with these people personally, nor with their credentials, nor with their whatever. What this has to do with, what I'm looking at right now, when I look at Aperture, when I look at their history, when I look at how they have evolved and grown and managed to find investors and equity firms to take them on and buy them and continue to expand their growth, I look at what their history is. And so when I started looking around at their history, one of the things that came up in the conversation between His Royal Highness, Gentleman of Gentlemen, Mr. Alessi, not fucking Alisi, when he was said the word daubertized. And it was like Hank clutched his pearls, slapped Mr. Alessi across the face with his gloves, and said, "Harumph, sir." Right? I am going to tell Hank that his company has a pre-buttal, if you will, for anybody challenging their cred. They have a pre-daubertization, if you will. Barrow, which is now an Aperture company, but was a CPA firm that did civil litigation. It smelled a lot of ambulance chasery sort of adjacent shit. Barrow, if you can see here, let me just see, has a thing on their page, and you can see it, an Aperture company. They have a pre-buttal, right? Because one of their guys, Rick Barrow, wrote something called the Litigator's Handbook. And the Litigator's Handbook, from what I can tell, is a masterpiece that has gotten like 1 star on various websites. But they have a pre-buttal to anybody that comes at them for literally being daubertized. Hang on, let me put another one up here because I'm like, what? So the Barrow Group, yeah, so this is them, rooted in the Midwest. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can find the actual page because this is right? I mean, no. It was like, oh, Mr. Elise, I do declare, how dare you? It's like, bitch, fucking please. Hank, get a grip. Heyo. Oh, okay, we'll get to that. But anyway, so Barrow Group was acquired. Hang on. Yeah. So Barrow Group was acquired by Aperture, and Barrow Group has been daubertized. Barrow. Daubert. Problem. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking at. I'm trying to find Barrow specifically. Um, Yeah, so let's see. Ronald Barrow, economic damages. Uh, so they are associated with litigation in a lot of uh, hmm. Yeah, I mean for real. For real. Um, but let's see here. It was the Merrill case, but wait a minute. God damn it. Daubert claim. Please give me one moment. Hang on. Here we go. Let me see if I can share this. And then I gotta go. God damn it. I can't. Share screen. So Barrow, this is in Delaware. And now Barrow is not, let's get this clear. So Barrow Group, again, was acquired by or acquired and changed its name to Aperture. It's unclear how. I haven't had time to put that together. But this Richard Barrow person has testified in several cases that have been like, yeah, we're not going to do that. Daubert, okay, hang on a second. And the reason why I find this significant is because like attracts like, right? We're all nuts here, right? We're all cranks. We're all crazy. Me and my cat, me and my husband. The third one, this one's really sticking, 15 years. So there is something to be said about that. And because Barrow has been, in fact, disqualified in Maryland, as wasn't Miss Hyde. There's something here that I can't quite get my finger on. Because when one company joins with another company that has significant issues in areas of credentialing, especially in, and this is the other thing, in criminal cases that decide literally cases of life and death, right? The neurologist or the neurosurgeon that came on Friday, I kind of liked him. I kind of liked his style. At least that guy was fucking legit, right? And straight up said, yeah, drunkies in Minnesota fall on their heads and die all the time. I'm like, yeah, right? So Barrow Group, sorry. So I'm confused too, and this is why I probably need to go because it's nuts. Barrow Group joined with Aperture. So let me see. Barrow Group. Okay. So Aperture, we all know Aperture, about experts. So let's go to experts. And what we will see here is this guy, Richard Barrow. Okay. He was the founder. Let's look at his LinkedIn. There he is, Pewaukee, Wisconsin. Okay. So he was, he's a CPA. Testimony. Okay. Patent litigation. So yeah, he's, formerly the Barrow Group. So does that make sense? Does that make sense? Scorpion, scorpion. So the Barrow Group has been Daubertized. So you have Richard Barrow, right? We go back to our U.S. courts document, Federal Rules of Evidence. And again, Barrow is now with Aperture. Now, what they seem to have formed is just a huge civil litigation melting pot of experts that testify in slip and falls, in accidents, et cetera, et cetera. Now, typically, I think from just looking through Aperture's website and Barrow's website and some of these other places, is that it's mostly, in civil litigation. Slip and falls, tort shit, right? So this one is, where's the date? This one was filed 2018. Let's see. I think he actually made it through. Mr. Barrow does not compare the infringer's profits. Okay. So this is challenging his methodology. Let's see. There's another one. Hang on, however. Let's see. We got I think he used proximate cause. And that was a problem. Damn it. All right. He utilized proximate cause, and proximate cause is a legal term. And he's not a lawyer, but somehow incorporated it into his here, wait, let's see if Just Yale will bring it up. Okay. Wisconsin. Okay. Epic Systems. Deceptive. Okay. Oh, plaintiff. Interesting. Hold on one second. Let me just look and see. Oh, isn't that funny? Look, Mick Roberts. Barrow. Okay. Barrow's opinions. Okay. So this is when he was acting in a civil litigation in Wisconsin. And it's challenging his methodology, which, right, is this Daubert situation. And again, the reason why I'm kind of poking around in this is because hi. Oh God, I gotta get out of here, y'all. I can't stop though. Right? Do a I mean, here's the thing. I've yet, and I'm putting this all out there because I know the cranks are great and they go and they track down stuff. But I'm just sort of laying this out here, and it's a mess. But what do I give a shit? I don't care. Y'all do with it what you do. But the point is that this group who has now become a part of one and the same with the Burgess nightmare train wreck / upcoming Welcher testimony, is all a part of what seems to be a concerning, unscientific, or at least for legal standards, in order to testify, right? So this was in, let's see, I'm trying to get down to the concurrent license. Ooh, I'm gonna have to read this more closely. Is where the defendant. 2016. So, okay, this might have been it. Opinion disguised as legal arguments. Finally, the defendant contends that Barrow's criticism of defendant's damages, although I agree that defendant respects some Barrow's criticisms, for example, when he simply stated the defendant's damages calculation does not establish proximate cause, I believe other points raised are relevant into this inquiry. Okay, so that was, I think, one of the issues is that that was opinion disguised as legal argument, which is legitimate. That's a legitimate concern. If you have a CPA coming in and using terminology like proximate cause, that is a legal term. And if you're not a lawyer, you shouldn't be utilizing that in your methodology. You can't. You could use something similar if you were describing, I'm trying to think of how they would do it in a accident situation. Like at fault, I guess. I don't know. You would have to couch it in some other terminology if you are a CPA testifying. You know, because it calls for a legal conclusion, and you can't declare something a proximate cause. Like, you know, you can't do that if you're not a lawyer. And so that was the problem that was isolated in this particular case that brought about the prebuttal from the Barrow Group. The proximate cause rule, okay, because they had been called out for it, because they knowingly, to me, you aren't in the civil litigation business as an expert in any capacity and not know that proximate cause is a legal term. You just don't. So why bake it into your methodology? So this is on the website, and I like to call this Barrow's prebuttal. Barrow / an Aperture company. As you can see up here, an Aperture company, right? The proximate cause rule. God, oh, I hate people trying, should always guide damage analysis. However, I no longer include the wording in my report since Daubert motions have been brought against me for simply using this language to outline a proper damage analysis. You know why? You know why it's been brought against you, sir? Because you're not a fucking lawyer. So many of my depositions, he goes on, in line of questioning on this topic, usually it started something like, Mr. Barrow, you're not a legal expert, are you? Answer, no. Question. Then why do you talk about proximate cause rule? The litigator's handbook. Anyway, this is a thou dost protest too much moment, right? Thou dost protest too much. So there's something here, I'm not sure what it is, and I have got to go study. So, yeah. So anyway, all to say, I'm going to remove this. I have no idea what any of this means, nor do I even remember why I came on here. Ow! I know, study break. Ugh, my kneecaps. But let's go see where my cat is. But again, I think that it matters, right? Because that is part of what you say matters. If you're an expert, Toodles, come here. Boop boop boop. Come here. If you're an expert or you hold yourself out to be an expert and you want to use fancy legal jargon in your methodology to try to bake in some sort of overt messaging to a jury in order to enrich yourself, that's a problem. And it's bullshit. You guys want to see Toodles? Toot Toot, get over here. Hang on.
Okay. You still hear me? All right. Okay, hang on. Where's your unitard? Where's your outfit? Isn't she beautiful? She's worth every dollar you've spent to be here. Hang on, I gotta find her outfit. 1 second, please. Oh, here it is. You ready? You ready? You wanna go outside? You guys want to see her go outside? Yes? Boop. You go. You want to wear your tie? Okay. This is what we do. She puts on her unitard. Let me see here. Do you want to wear your tie? Second, please. Puts the leashes. Here we go. Ooh, watch your tail. Watch your tail. Better watch it. And we have a bird nest out here. So here we go. Sorry. Sorry. Why is this not going in? Huh? Oh, Toodles, you're being so good. I'm sorry. Damn it. It's going to be worth it. Hang on. That's why. We didn't have the right leash, did we? Oh, God. All right. Here you go. You ready? Easy. Ooh. All right. See if we can get a better angle on her. Boop. There she is. That's my girl. Huh? All right. All right. You want to go outside? Go ahead. Get out there. Get out. Want to wear your tie? Formal. It's formal occasion. Okay. It's her work tie. She's at work. She loves it. Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Get out. Go on. Thoughts? Thoughts? Come on. Are you coming outside? Are you coming outside? Huh? Okay. Is it because it's raining a little bit? All right. So this is what we do. This is how we do. There she is. Okay, I'll take your tie off. All right. Come on. Go. Ugh. Get out. Goodbye. Get out. Okay. See you later. There she goes. Oh, the neighbors have new plants, y'all. Oh, there she goes. All right. So anyway, you want to see her? She's very snoopy. What are you looking at? Hey. All right. So anyway, you coming back? All right. So she'll go sit, and she's very good, and she's always been on a leash since she was a baby. Hi. Get your ass back. Don't look in the neighbor's window. She's such a freak. Anyway, so I know, get to my homework. Now it's just off the rails. All right. Gotta go. Okay. So, again, as always,